Now we will see the agents and the type of cross-pollination. I told you that is on the basis of the agents we can give the different names to the method of cross-pollination. For example, if the pollination occurs with the help of air, then that is called as the anemophily. Okay. So first we will see about anemophily. Okay. The method of pollination is anemophily and the flowers are called as the anemophilous flowers. Now, pollination with the help of air is called as the anemophily and the flowers are called as the anemophilous. Now, children, very easy. By the name it is clear. If we are talking about the anemophilous flower, that is the pollination in which can occur with the help of air. Definitely the meaning of this is flower should be very light, pollen grain should be very light, it may be feathery, okay, and stigma should be long and sticky, so that with the help of air only, if the pollen grains come, then they may be able to stick. Even the stigma should be large in size, so that they can easily attach with they can easily attach pollen grains over itself. So these are some common things that we can imagine after seeing the name only. Now the first point is, in this case, that is pollen grains should be large. Note down this point, okay? It should be large. And the example is large cannabis. First point, okay? And it should be light and powdery. This you can write easily. It should be unwettable. See the conditions. I am telling you that is, it should be unwettable. It should not undergo for any wetting, because if it will wet, then what happens? It may become heavier and it may fall down. That's why it should be unwettable. It should be powdery. If it will be powdery and light, then only it can easily fly away with the help of the wind. So the condition in case of pollen grains, it should be large, it should be very light, it should be powdery, and it should be unwettable. Second situation is, that is, they may have wings. I told you, that is, they may have either wings or they may have hair-like projection or hair-like structure. Okay, that's why if they will have wings, it will become very easy for them to fly. If they will have the hair-like structure, it will become very easy to fly. Then the next condition is, all its anther should be exposed. Okay, and if you remember, we have read about the basifixed, dorsifixed, adennate, and there I told you versatile. The anther should be versatile. I told you the meaning of versatile. That is, anther must be attached. Dangling word I have used. Okay, these are the anthers. Then they should be attached with one point only, so that they can dangle in the air. And if they will move in the air, very easily they can scatter their pollen grains. So anther should be exposed and it should be versatile type. Clear? These are some important examples. Next, flower should be at the terminal. Flower should be terminal. Terminal means it should be at the tip. It should be at the tip of the plant, at the top of the plant. And if it is at the top, very easily, with the help of wind, if the pollen grains will come, then they can easily stick on the stigma. So it should be at the terminal. Clear? And in case of inflorescence, leaves should always be below the inflorescence. Okay? Leaves should not cover the inflorescence. The leaves should be at the base of the inflorescence so that the flowers may be exposed to the air, and if they will be exposed, very easily the pollen grains can come and they will sit over the stigma. So this is the condition in case of anemophilous flower for the pollen grains. Clear? Now see what will be the condition of the stigma. Clear? The condition of the stigma, that is, the stigma should be exposed. Number one, it should be sticky. If it will be sticky, then easily the pollen grains can come and sit over there. Or it can also be the feathery, okay, so that the pollen grains may come and entangle into the feathers of the stigma. Or it can be hairy. If it will be feathery and hairy, then definitely the hairs will be all around the stigma, and the pollen grains, they will easily entangle into the stigma. So it should be exposed, it should be sticky or feathery or hairy. Now the common conditions in this case, no need of any colorful flower. Clear? No nectars are required. No nectars, no colorful, not showy. Okay? It should not be very showy. Does not require any scent. So these things are not required because it is not attracted by the insect. And if it will not be attracted by the insect, then what will be the use of the colorful things? What will be the use of the scent and nectar? Okay, show, nothing is required because it may undergo pollinate with the help of the wind. Now see, some common examples are maize, rice and pine plus grasses. These are some common examples. Grasses, maize, rice and pine. This maize is also in your practical. Okay. What happens in case of maize? Let me explain it. In case of maize, suppose this is the maize plant. Then the male part of the flower grows here. Okay, I told you that it can undergo for the gygenogamy during sexuality. And the female, this is male part of the flower is called as the tassel. And the female grows in the form of a cob with a long silk-like structure. This is called as the cob. Okay. Now, it is very feathery, silky, feathery in bunches, and the male flower gives out all the pollen grains, and the pollen grains stick to the surface because it is very silky, thread-like structure. So it will entangle all the pollen grains and the pollination will occur in case of maize plant, where the male flower is called as the tassels and the female is called as the cob.